is happening is they've got to make a decision logistically in the next few days. I think both of them want to fight each other, but there's obviously hurdles.
The delay in getting the heavyweight champs Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder to fight is yet another example of combat's questionable legitimacy as a sport. And as always, it comes down to money. Barry Hearn is one of the promoters behind AJ, so it's clearly in his best interest to see them fight, at least once.
I don't see there being one Deontay Wilder fight. I look at you know, you go back when you were just a baby, and you look at, say, the Ali Frazier trilogy, three of the greatest fights you've ever seen, because they were the two best heavyweights around at that time.
The Ali Frazier trilogy, in particular the first two bouts, were all-time classics because they were fights between two of the best in the world when they were in their prime. It's exactly what you'd want from any real sport.
And I'm not so sure that Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder aren't the two best heavyweights around for this period of time and for the next few years.
AJ versus Deontay could be the Ali versus Frazier of this generation. So surely it's in a promoter and boxing's best interest to make it happen. But Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao proved that's not the case at all.
Mayweather-Pacquiao could have been made 3 years before it happened. They took a chance, they rolled the dice, and they ended up with this huge fight. 10 times bigger than it was 3 years before.
Mayweather versus Pacquiao should have been the two best fighters of their generation going toe-to-toe in the mold of Ali versus Frazier. Instead, it was two men past their prime in a 12-round snooze fest. And it was because they waited 6 years too long to make it happen. But those 6 years of added build-up and tension made it by far the most lucrative fight in history. Which brings us back to AJ.
Is it the right time to fight Deontay Wilder? The fight's only going to get bigger. Fight fans will tell you, we must see it now. Of course, they're not involved in the financials.
For promoters like Hearn, Oscar De La Hoya, Bob Arum, and Dana White, the money is now the primary focus and not the fights. That's why the Canelo versus Triple G super fight nearly collapsed. That's why Michael Bisping fought Georges St. Pierre. And that's why
the double champ does what the he wants.
In any other sport, there's no way a champion picks their opponent based on financial gain. So if combat wants to be taken seriously, it's about time that champs start chasing the belts and not the money.
You know, we all want as much as we can get. That's human nature.